After creating a new Minecraft account 10 months ago and grinding the donut SMP, I recently hit $1 billion. In this video I'll be showing you guys how you can do the same in under a year. This will be a tutorial on how to get rich very quickly and all the most efficient money making methods, starting from getting your first 10k all the way up to $100 million. For parts of this tutorial you may need to leave your PC on overnight or buy AFK console client so you can make your account always online. So without further ado, here is how to make your first $1 billion in the Donut SMP. So to start off, when you join the Donut SMP, you'll be at spawn. This you can do at any time, type /RTP and you can go anywhere, and that is how you can travel the world instantly by teleporting. So once you've RTP'd, you should be somewhere near trees, so to get your first $1,000, what you want to do is find a tree, and then just mine the tree and sell the wood on /order and then type log. It could be oak logs, see they're worth quite a lot of money right now. There, now you have $1,250. Now what you want to do is go to the shop, buy one shulker box. That's all you can afford because they cost $800. Then type /order shulker box. And as you can see here, you can sell them for $850. So there, you just gain $50 effortlessly. So now what you want to do is keep doing this. You might have to do it one at a time, but eventually that should get you about $10,000. So once you have about $10,000, now what you want to do is buy an axe from the auction house. Iron axes usually cost between 5 and 10k. And then just mine wood until the axe breaks. So as you can see, I just used a small amount of the axe's durability. Now for type /order log. That's easily 4k and that took less than a minute. So if you keep doing this over and over again, you should get about $100,000 in about 10 minutes. So now that you have your first $100,000, what you should do is buy a sword and possibly some armor from the auction house. Like here you can see a diamond sword for 20k. And if you go to helmet, there, diamond helmet for 15k. Now what you can do with these is teleport trap people. So what you can do is say TPA here for loot. Like all these people just sent me teleport requests. If I accept them, hopefully I'll be able to kill them. Oh, this guy's a low tier 3. Anyway, hopefully you get to successfully trap some people, and if you do, that should get you a few $100,000. And that will allow you to get enough materials to buy a good pickaxe and mine out an area at bedrock for a base. So for example, you might be able to buy a pickaxe that looks something like this, or maybe one of these. You probably can't afford a netherite pickaxe, but if you can, then that's great. So what you want to do is just mine down to bedrock. Also make sure to cover your paths so no one using tunnel x-ray can check where you are. So once you have mined out to bedrock, make a small area like this, and then place an ender chest and a shulker box if you need one, like this. So now this can be your base of operations for any time you need to store something away. So now that you have your first $500,000 and a small base, things are looking good. So now what you can do is start to get geared up and then fight people for loot. For example, with $500,000 you can probably afford something like this. That's not to worry, if you're not good at PvP you could carry on mining trees or do something else similar. For example, you could go mining and then sell the diamonds and redstone that you get. Now that you have some basic loot and you've spent a lot of time on the server, you should have about a few hours or maybe a day of playtime. So now what you can do is type /warp crates, and then you can go to the common crate here and you can buy some of these. Now what you do with this loot is up to you, but I would recommend selling these for about 15k each on the auction house. If I type /ah diamond, you can see most diamond pieces are worth around 15 or 10k. So just to be safe, I'll sell them for 9.9k each. So that was a quick and easy way to get about 90k from a few crate keys. Now the next thing you need to do may require you to leave your computer on overnight or buy AFK console client. Basically, you type /AFK, go to an AFK room, and here you'll earn 1 shard every minute that you are in this area. So while you're here, you could possibly sell some things on the auction house, or you could order some things. For example, I order Coast smithing template, see these 4, I order them for 2k each, that cost me 8k, and now on the auction house, they're worth 25k each, so I can sell them 24.9k. And now after AFKing here for a day or 2, you should have a few thousand shards. Now what you want to do is go back to your underground area. Then once you're in your underground base, wherever it is, place down some skeleton spawners. You can buy these by going to /shop, going to the shard shop, and then buying skeleton spawners here. And once you have a few of them, you can AFK overnight. I think it's best to only AFK with them overnight if you have more than 10. So I have about 80 in my base. So as you can see here, I have 82 skeleton spawners, and these produce a lot of bones every night. So with all these bones, what I do is, what you need to do, drop them on the ground, like this. Once you've dropped a few pages, type /orders, bones, then go to these, pick one of these, put all your bones in there by double clicking on one of them, and then keep doing that. And with just 10 skeleton spawners overnight, you should get about $1 million. So once you've been doing that for a few days, you should have about $20 million. And once you've got that much, you should invest in a base. For example, a pickle farm base. What I would recommend is Duck v4 modules. For example, I have 16 here. I have four of these separate farms. And what they do is they craft bones into bone meal. They put them here and they put them in some dispensers, and they bone meal pickles. And after you've built those farms, you'll need to build some shulker loaders since they produce a lot of pickles. So shulker loaders, put them all into shulker boxes down here. And then you can sell the shulker boxes for money and get your cell multiplier up. For example, my cell multiplier is nearly 1.7 because I've sold a lot of pickles, bamboo and pumpkin from farms. Now remember earlier I told you to buy skeleton spawners. What you need to do is place them in an easily accessible part of your base. For example here. And then make a water stream so you can throw bones down there. They'll get automatically loaded into your farm. And then you can keep making sea pickles and keep making money overnight. Now then, once you've made about $100 million doing that, you'll start to need something more efficient. So while those farms are running, either in the same area or somewhere else, you should build some automatic farms. Now I would recommend pumpkin farms. Here I have a lot of pumpkin farms, and just with about 50 of these modules I make over $15 million every day. So I would definitely recommend pumpkin farms as opposed to any others such as bamboo. But if you don't have the time to make loads of automatic farms, you could just stick with your pickle farms. So if you don't have enough skeleton spawners to power this, what you can do is go to /order bones. As you can see here, they're worth 51. So what I would do is make a new order, 51.1. Order however many you want, and then select bone. And then once you've got all these bones, you go to your order page. For example, I'll just use deep slate. And then you just go here, you drop them, go to the next page and drop more. And then you keep doing that, and overnight you should get a lot of sea pickles from these. So now that you have a good base that is hopefully impressive, what you can do is teleport people to it and get them to rate it. Hopefully they'll give you money. For example, in some of my live streams I rate bases. I can give up to $200,000 per base, and that is a really good way of making money. So now that you have at least $200 million, you can start to invest in things from the auction house. For example, the best things to invest in are elytras, since the price of them is constantly rising. Now they're worth $130 million, but just a year ago they were worth $400,000. So, I still have one in my ender chest that I have had for the last year here. Now if I sold this, I would get a lot of money quickly, but I think I'll wait until they're worth about $200 million. So now that you're really rich, you might as well get your cell multipliers up while you're AFKing at your farms. So I think that the best cell multiplier to get up is either crops or blocks. For example, my block multiplier is 1.4, and you can see that for me, one block of deep slate is worth $5.6. If I go to order deep slate, they're worth about $9.1. And now, if you order a lot of them, for example, you pay 500k, you'll only get about 300k in return. But if you keep doing that over and over again, you'll eventually get your cell multiplier up, and then you'll start making real profits. There are very few people with a really high cell multiplier, such as 3 times, but as you can see, Cloud Clutch is one of them. He has made nearly $1 trillion on /cell and is therefore one of the richest. He achieved this by selling lots of sea pickles. He has loads of sea pickle farms and uses millions of bones every day, and that is how you guys can get really rich. I've done this and I've made over $500 million, but I do sell the sea pickles on the /order sea pickles, since then I can get $6 per sea pickle instead of just a few, such as right now I only make $3.2. So if you sell the sea pickles you get on orders, yes, you won't get your cell multiplier up, but you will earn a lot of money very quickly, and that is how I have gained so much money. So I would say by far the best method is get loads of sea pickles into shulker boxes, sell them on /order, and then make a closed system so you can keep farming them over and over again. So if you keep doing all of these things, like building automatic farms, farming sea pickles, and using skeleton spawners, you should get at least $1 billion within a year, although you will have to leave your computer on so your account can always be online. That is how to get $1 billion. I hope this tutorial helped, and if you do achieve $1 billion using this video, then please let me know. My Discord will be linked in the comments.